My father kept one drawer in his workshop locked my entire childhood. My mother handed me the key at his wake and said, "You'll want to sit down." I didn't sit down. I laughed. "Mom, it's a drawer. He probably kept his good chisels in there." "Daniel." She pressed the key into my palm and closed my fingers over it. "Wait until everyone leaves, please." So I waited. I shook 200 hands. I ate a casserole I don't remember tasting. And when the last car pulled out of the driveway around 9 p.m., I walked down to the workshop alone. The key was small and brass and warm from my pocket. The drawer was the bottom one on the left, the one he'd smacked my hand away from when I was 6. Not that one, bud. That one's Dad's. It stuck. I jimmied it. It slid open. Inside were photographs. Hundreds of them. Banded in rubber. And a stack of spiral notebooks. A single small red sneaker. Velcro strap. Maybe a size for a 4-year-old. It wasn't mine. I was an only child. I picked up the top photograph. A little girl, maybe 3, on a swing set I didn't recognize. On the back, in my father's blocky handwriting, Emily, June. No year. I flipped through more. The same girl. Older in each one. Emily on a tricycle. Emily missing a front tooth. Emily in a graduation gown that couldn't have been high school. She looked 10. The photos got grainier then sharper like they spanned decades. My hands were shaking when I opened the first notebook. She got the results back today. He doesn't know I sat 3 rows behind them at the recital. She plays the cello now. I heard the workshop door open behind me. I told you to wait until everyone left. My mother said, "Who is Emily?" She didn't move from the doorway. "Put the notebooks down, Daniel." "Mom, who is she?" "She's your sister." The word didn't fit anywhere in my body. "I don't have a sister. You have a twin." She came in then, slow, and sat on his workbench stool. "You were both born the same night. There were complications. With me. Your father had to make a decision at the hospital and there wasn't money for 2, not the way things were then, not with what one of you needed. You were the healthy one. You gave her away. We gave her a chance." Her voice cracked. "A couple who could pay for the surgeries. Closed adoption. We signed papers saying we'd never contact her. But he did." I gestured at the drawer. "He found her. He never stopped looking. Every year. He knew her schools, her recitals, he knew everything, and he could never say a single word to her. That's what the drawer was. That's what he did with it." I opened the last notebook. The final entry was dated 3 weeks ago in handwriting gone thin and spidery from the chemo. Found her address. Real one, not a school. 14 Merrill Lane. "If I don't get to it, whoever finds this drawer, go. Tell her I never once forgot. Tell her the shoe was hers." I looked at the red sneaker. "He kept her shoe for 31 years, I said. "He kept everything." My mother wiped her face with the back of her hand. I begged him to let it go. I told him it would eat him alive. She laughed, wet and broken. "It did. Not the cancer. This. Watching a life he wasn't allowed to touch." I stood up. I put the notebooks in my jacket. I put the shoe in my pocket. "Where are you going?" she said, but she already knew. 14 Merrill Lane. "Daniel, it's almost 10 p.m. You can't just..." He couldn't. His whole life he couldn't. I held up the last notebook, his last words facing her. "He's asking me too." I drove 40 minutes with his handwriting on the passenger seat. Merrill Lane was a cul-de-sac, and number 14 had a porch light on, and a cello case leaning by the front door. I knocked before I could talk myself out of it. The woman who answered had my father's eyes. My eyes. She looked at me and her mouth opened slightly, and I watched her do the same math I'd done an hour ago. The impossible arithmetic of a face you've never seen, that you somehow already know. "I'm sorry to come so late. Our father died on Tuesday." She gripped the doorframe. "He watched you your whole life," I said, and I held out the small red sneaker. "He wanted you to know he never forgot. He kept this in a locked drawer for 31 years, so no one could ever make him throw it away." She took the shoe in both hands. She turned it over. On the sole, in the same blocky handwriting from every photograph, faded almost to nothing, "Emily."